My name is Matt Wilder. I teach 2 different programs of study here at the high school. I teach the track for software engineering and programming, which is primarily computer science classes, and then I do the same thing for manufacturing and engineering, which are primarily titled robotics. So there's principles of applied engineering that flows into robotics 1, robotics 2, and then their senior year they work on special projects and have a chance at interning somewhere in town. So this will be first year, if everything goes well, that I help facilitate with the assistance of Mr. Wallace, Joe Wallace at Saputo, internship opportunities for these young men over here. So I don't know if you guys wanted me to introduce them or.
Yeah, that would be great.
Okay, cool. So this is Stanley Alba and Saul Morellis. They have been with me, I think Saul's been with me, was that since freshman or was it sophomore year? Freshman, I think, yeah. Because I had you in all the programming courses, and then you were doing robotics, and I taught the latter half, I guess, of the robotics courses. So Stanley, I did not have in programming, but I've had him for 2 years now. And they're incredibly smart young men that have been working on special projects, helping out with robotics contest, and as of the last few months, they've helped with some special things, like we have on loan a little robot that we got from Stanley. Always starts laughing because he really enjoys playing around with it. But this is a special project we got.
You want me to get it?
We haven't moved too far with it, but it's an old safety advocacy tool
Nice.
that they bought, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, and they asked us to help kind of put it back together and see if everything's working. So you can drive it around and you can modulate your voice and have it run through the speaker system that's connected to it and stuff.
So just kind of update it and get it.
Yeah, essentially see if it works and update it was the goal of the gentleman who loaned it to us. This is from Hopkins County EMS.
Okay.
Which I think that was their old title, was Hopkins County Memorial Hospital, which is
Right.
no longer a brand name.
They can, I guess, I think they used to take it to the school, to some of the elementary schools.
Yeah,
and
so that's what
things.
they used to do back in the day. I've yet to see anything, but I've seen some of the scripts that they had printed out in preparation for that.
Okay, and so your classes are helping with
Yep,
that?
so these guys have kind of torn some things down, pulled wires apart, seen how they work, and helped me put it back together. So.
Also doing the voice thing.
Yeah. Stanley loves testing the voice. It'll like modulate your voice pitch up and down, and so you can get a really deep voice and then
Oh, how fun.
have it run
Really
through the
high
speaker
pitch.
system. And of course, not of course, but it's kind of hard to see. It's got a wheel and motor system, so you can actually drive it and flash lights and move the eyelids up and down. So.
Wow, so there's a lot of different components in there that y'all are looking at and updating and working on.
Since the robotic field is a very interesting field for anybody to work on. It's technology, hand-based, most of the time. Sometimes it's programming, sometimes it's building a robot. But all that technology has helped us do is progress with nature.
And progressing on technology that might be helpful for advancements for the future. And also studying how people did it back then and how we go do like for modern days updating. And so the mechanical for the hospital, we understand how it worked and also mess around with the voice a little. Also the voice was kind of difficult to be steady because of some parts. So,
Making it a little more user-friendly, a little easier.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. And now, how long have y'all been working on, or how long have y'all had this? Just this semester?
Couple of months.
A couple of months or
Couple of
beginning of the
months.
year, kind of.
It's a couple months, I think, at this point, and then we've been working off and on all different kinds of projects. We had an automation project with the robotic arm at the side of the room, and its our primary goal with that was
Making a grill one.
automate making a grilled cheese sandwich.
Wow.
as that's a very, very important part of my life.
I'm all about the grilled cheese.
So we didn't have the hardware that we had seen in other videos. It was essentially just like what do they call them, George Foreman grills. But we did find something very similar, and we've got to the point now where we've automated a good portion of that process. We've gone through the engineering steps to essentially set up a problem, troubleshoot the problem, look at the coding side of things, the hardware side of things. And we have it working, I think, up until the last step at the moment now. Right?
Yes.
And so we can demonstrate that if you guys want to.
Oh, that would be
These
great.
guys have worked on that. They built a little mount. And instead of a George Foreman, we have what? We have the document scanner.
Yes.
Essentially just like a closed lid kind of thing. We got it picking up a spatula and hanging things. So,
Oh, that'd be neat.
yeah. If you
Also-
want to see that, we can set that
Yeah,
up
that'd
and
be
run
great.
it.
Also, one of the problems is that sometimes we put all the stuff on, and we have to make sure everything is like perfectly set for us to actually have the programming to fully function smoothly. If one part is like loose, we have to reprogram it, or we have to make that part steady again to the point where everything is smooth.
So you have to be very precise.
Yes.
It's pinpoint precision. A single mistake within its moving the spatula or the mount or anything that is not attached to the robot can move and thus cause an error. Thus having to either reprogram it or to study the things that we have to use.
Sounds pretty challenging.
It could.
Yes.
How's that? So, but is that something that challenge that y'all kind of thrive on, or kind of look forward to those type of things?
Yes, ma'am.
I would say a balanced challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not too hard, not too easy.
Okay.
Just enough to make you think.
Mm-hmm.
Does it really get you thinking and going? And,
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Well, it sounds like it's been a fun fun if not sometimes frustrating project probably.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else about this particular program that you're in and the class that you think is important to let people know about?
More people should join. It's
Okay.
it's only been us two for like this is the first year it's been implemented.
And no, this is maybe third year now. Pennington
Okay.
had it for a year, and then had it last year, and then this will be second year.
Yeah.
So more people getting signed up. I think it's kind of one of those things where people are intimidated by internships or spending a whole 2-block period doing something when they could do something else. But I think it provides tons of cool learning opportunities. So.
And are y'all looking forward to that opportunity to do the internship?
Yes.
If I get it,
ma'am.
yeah, sure. Why
Yeah.
not?
Okay. So it's something y'all have to actually interview for and do, or how does that work? for
We're
internships?
working on resumes right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
fun.
Actually, I think I already got my resume. It's just that I still need to do my emails for the people that.
References.
Yes.
Okay,
Great.
cool.
Okay. So it's not like you just show up and it's automatic. Y'all have to really work for it.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
It's not like a robot. You actually have to program it and stuff like a human. You have to actually
You gotta impress
do
a
the-
human being.
Right.
Yeah.
By a human being.
Okay. Now is that kind of a little bit scary too, to have to put all that together? Or?
I guess since this is the first time, sure, you may just feel a little bit scared and like, I've never done this before, but
Right.
hopefully with this experience, we should learn and be like, hey, that wasn't so bad.
There you go. Okay. Well,
Even for real life, we had to deal with the situation about all that stuff. So basically, for us, getting internship is basically helping us to get jobs or make jobs for ourselves for the future and see how things go.
Okay. And now with what y'all are working on over there, y'all get to do some competition. Is that right? Or y'all have helped with some robotics things? for
Yeah,
competition?
we've been kind of like the backstage hands, like helping with the robotics team, like helping them cut some things, like the simple things. But if you get a simple thing done, somebody gets relieved because they just have to do the rest, and it's easier.
So you're just so that it goes smoothly for
Yeah,
everybody?
it goes much smoother.
Yes, ma'am.
So they helped at the start of the year put some pieces in place to help out some of the other periods.
Okay. Now, is there, I know some of the courses have a type of certification or industry-based recognition when you complete it. Does this program have that?
This will be first year, so starting next week, we should have everything to put in place to start really studying and using the online system to go through and quiz and tests and stuff like that. But we've been working out of the robotic arm that we have on the side of the room as part of, I guess, what I'm trying to get to, and that's it's called a NOCT certification, just a particular facet of FANUC, which is the brand name of their industry-based certifications, and that certification is titled, I think it's FANUC Robot Operator 1, and that will be something that these young men will be working towards starting the next week or two if everything goes smoothly. So, we've been doing things out of the book, as they can attest to. We've been working out of there, learning concepts, but we haven't sat down and hammered away at terminology and all those types of things quite yet. So.
Okay, but it's something that definitely that y'all will be working toward.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
So not only will you be getting that, the classroom and if you are get the internship, the hands-on, but y'all will have something once you leave here that y'all can apply towards the future as well.
It can help us.
Okay. All right, well, that sounds great. Now, do y'all think you're going to go to further school to continue studying these things, or?
Maybe. For now, we have to finish this and then we continue with that.
Kind of keep building and see how it goes?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Well, we would love to see what y'all been working on.
Yeah, sure. So.
Test it. The hook is fine, is it?
I can't remember what stand.
No, it's supposed to be like this because you know something. Okay. There we go. A few seconds.
Very close.
Okay. Now back in to that.
Let go.
There we go.
It's on the back on the tape. It's on.
Okay. That's good too. Yeah, right there. That's basically how far we've gone to. And also the fact is that we still have to figure out how to turn the spatula and then gently put the spatula back a bit to get like the sandwich or something like there. And also we have to figure out where to exactly get the ingredients from and place it.
Hey, that's progress.
Yep.
Slow progress is better than no progress.
Absolutely.
Also, you already saw like the problems that we had to do and had to modify where everything's supposed to be.
That's a lot of work.
Anytime there's close precision contact,
We
it's
had,
scary stuff.
so we had to slow it down a bit for us to like see what's happening, and then for us to like maybe redo it or to let it be if it's like steadily on and out.
And also we'll slow it down just to make sure the robot doesn't get damaged. This boy is expensive. Oh, it's very advanced. We just very careful. It's the only one.